Hi, I'm Michael Worrall, the proprietor of Durham Trains of Stanley. I've been trading in Stanley for 12 years. The business has got stronger every year, year on, year out. Have a good follow of customers that come from all areas. Travel to Stanley as far as Carlisle, Edinburgh, etc. We sell everything from Hornby, Bachmann, Helgen, Pico, so all the main manufacturers from N gauge to O gauge, plus all the accessories, etc., like trees to track, to grass mats, gravel mats, roadways, you name it, we do it. There's not many of us about. There's one in Carlisle, there's one in Edinburgh, and there's one in Teesside. Model trains has always been popular with the young and the old. There's a lot of middle-aged blokes coming back into the hobby that couldn't have train sets when they were younger. So I find that the older generation is more my customer base than the kids, but the kids seem to grow up because their parents have it. So it's quite a good thing for me because they're my future customers if you look after them properly. The introduction of DCC, which is a new concept for model trains where you can control as many trains as you want with wireless control, which is really appealing to the younger generation when they're trying to get into it, because it's a bit like an Atari console or a computer game console. So they like that idea of as if they're playing games, etc. It's getting better on year in, year out. Manufacturers are bringing a lot more sophisticated equipment out now. We get people from all over. We've even had people in from abroad. The advantage of having advertisements in most magazines, which is a worldwide or certainly a UK, European distribution, people read a magazine. They may be coming on holiday from Germany, America, Canada. We go to a lot of rail fairs. We do about 24 shows a year, local and distance. The furthest we go to is Birmingham. We go to Scotland a lot, St Andrews, Perth, Glasgow, Dundee. The shows is where you really branch out because people get to know where you are. Like I said before, there's very few shops around, so the more shops people can realise in their area or within 100 miles, say, it's great for me. I've always been interested in model trains. I was a long distance truck driver, and overnight I decided that truck driving wasn't for me anymore, and I put my money where my mouth was and decided I'm going to open a model shop. I looked to where I could have a shop, and Stanley seemed to be pretty central to where I would want to shop, and it was appealing because it's cheap for the rent. Business rates is reasonably okay. Being a small business, I'm exempt from it like many businesses are, so that's appealing as well. That doesn't always apply to all towns or cities. Stanley was attractive for that very reason. People doubted me. They said, why a model shop? Why Stanley, like you say? Why not? We are in Station Road in Stanley, which is at the bottom of the high street if you're heading in the Newcastle direction. I joined Beamish and Stanley purely because I support the area. I'm passionate about the area and its up and coming future with new shops, etc. Being the business in Stanley, obviously I like to encourage people to come to the area by saying what is available, not just for myself, but where they can go for maybe a cup of tea and a sandwich. There's some pubs they can go to for a nice drink, etc. Beamish on your doorstep, which is great because people go to Beamish and they'll come here afterwards or the other way around. Stanley to me is just, well, it's the place to really be when it comes to business. It's an up and coming area and I support it, wholeheartedly, so it's good for me.